Hello, everybody. This is your man Odie Trades here for another ES Futures Trade Session Review. This review is for 27 June 2025. We're going to go into some of the price action um, and what we witnessed yesterday in terms of where the market was doing yesterday. So we're gonna kick this thing off by kind of starting out with the fact that there was some economic news that was released yesterday um, that was definitely going to impact the direction of the market. And there's also some other things that came out later in the day that I will be speaking on when we get to it. Um, Starting out the day, Core PCE was released this morning, and so one of the things that I noticed was that the market was basically consolidating here. Looks like from about 2 o'clock in the morning to about 6 o'clock in the morning. Around that time, it looks like it started to break out of that consolidation, and it basically formed the pre-market high of the day. And from there, from that point, it kind of started to drift a little bit to the downside. Um, so PCE was released at 8:30 Eastern time. It looks like that hastened the sell-off a little bit because the inflation was slightly higher than expected. Um, Inflation, I believe, went from 2.5% to 2.7%, and that led to a little bit of some downside. But however, when the market opened around 9:30 Eastern time, it quickly recovered. It formed a low of the day, and then it pretty much shot straight up into the 6240 area. I took a trade around here, around I believe around that 6212 area. This is where I got in, and I exited somewhere around the 6220 area. So a few points here, there. So quick hit for me. That was one of the trades I took today. I'll go into some of my other trades I took, but first I want to kind of speak to what the market did after around 10 o'clock a.m. There was some more economic news released. Um, there was, I believe, it was consumer sentiment, which also I believe was kind of bearish, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at the news. Uh, but after that, the market kind of faded up to the 62.40 area, like I said. Um, then after that, it started to weaken a little bit around this 10 o'clock, around noon time frame. It started to kind of weaken a little bit. And then around, I believe it was 1:45 Eastern time, the market pretty much crashed. Well, I wouldn't say crashed. That's too harsh of a word, but it sold off pretty heavily there, due to some economic news related to tariffs between the United States and Canada, and some information that came out around that time. The market actually sold off until around this 61.85 area, um, which I don't have it marked on this chart, but also was a 4-hour fair value gap, um, from, I believe it was the previous day or some other day, uh, last week. Another thing that's of note here is that uh, from the high around uh, 6240 to around this swing low. I believe the swing low is right here. Um, from this low up to this high right here. It also bounced off of the uh, 6185 Fibonacci So around this golden zone, basically, it basically bounced back up. It recovered. So that was a technical recovery, I believe, um, related to, like I said, there was some economic news that drove the market down. The market hit a spot here, which was a 61, uh, 61 fib, and bounced right back up. Um, to and off the, actually I was actually taking some trades, some scalps up here, a couple of points here and there, all the way back up. I didn't catch the entire move, but I did get some chunks of that. I was still trading around that time. Usually I'm done around 10:30 in the morning, but today I decided to stick around a little bit, even on a Friday afternoon. So um, another thing of note here is that from that high of 62.40 all the way down to around 61.85, a Fibonacci retracement shows that it basically stalled out as far as the rally is concerned at the 78.6 fib. So that's going to be significant going into next week. There's actually quite a bit of information that needs to be discussed in terms of how to prep for next week. I plan on doing that in a different video. I wanted to keep this review pretty short, but I do plan on creating a video for a weekly prep meeting that's going to give some key levels, what I'm looking for in terms of bearish or bullish price action expectation for next week. Um, Plan on stay tuned for that video. Hopefully, if you like this video though, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Um, if you found this video interesting. Until next time, thank you. Bye.